Agriculture is a series of progressions.
If something happens in the East Coast, it directly affects me.
We've been doing this going on 7 years now.
That was true wake-up call to not mess around.
This is the Bible.
Okay.
My name is Randy Kummer, and welcome to Kummer Farms. As we got people educated, we get the same people every year. It's sort of a self-service. You can see here, the people bring their birds in the evening, drop them off on Wednesday night. Cages, the blue tape, they mark their name, they mark their cages. So it's worked really good. Big scalding tanks here, air operated, pretty critical on how they scald. And then we take them out of here, he puts them on the table there, cuts their feet and their head off, and he just, 5 at a time, he just throws them in the plucker at 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and they're done and out. Then it automatically kicks the door open and the birds slide right out into the other room. And the birds will come down there 5 times and they sort of drain out on the screen. This is food grade cutting board. And these are their de-lunger little things that scrape the lungs out. They got the little thing on the end. Last year I got the bright idea. We got this bulk tank from neighbor. It holds 1,000 gallons of 38 degree or 36 degree water, which we run in and cool the chickens with when we're in the barrels there. So instead of using ice all the time, bucket and ice, they use the cold water. Wastewater all goes in this tank here. Okay. You're standing on it. Okay. 18,000 gallon tank. We pump it out on our fields there. We got a pump. It's amazing how it breaks it down.
So Randy, what's your feed per bird?
$3.50 on a basic Cornish cross, 7 pounds and above, we're going to $4. And then if they're really dirty, they get charged more. When we're running good, we run about 60 an hour. We don't like to do more than 300 in a day. I think we did like 15,000 chickens last year. I think it's a nice facility. Everybody loves this. We've been doing it for years. It's one of the first businesses I've ever been in when people beg you to be here next year.
The idea is to contain any sort of liquid leachate that would come from your composting, and the whole idea is to keep it all contained. So if you just have it sitting there and it's sloped wrong, it would all just come out, right? So 2 things is, one is a roof, so you're keeping the rainwater off it, and you build it high enough for them. They have a tractor, so we want to be able to get our tractor bucket up there and turn when we need to. The other thing is keeping anything from rolling back out. So you can either not slope it and have your pad be level and then put a little speed bump in the front. The other option then is to slope your pad so that there's just a slight enough slope that it drains towards the back.
My name is Joan Hurst. I'm with H Pasture Poultry, and we're in McCleary, Washington. We needed to find something that we could make some income and use our property and maybe make a product that would be both good for ourselves and for someone else. So we decided, okay, we're going to go for it. So the option was to get the special poultry permit. Even though we may not do more than 1,000 birds, we are authorized to do more than 1,000. Started with 100 early on, and they actually had to stay in the brooder for 4 weeks because the weather was so bad. Basically, this is where it starts. My propane tank feeds my on-demand hot water heater inside. It feeds my scalder, and it feeds a hot water tank that will do for, after the chickens are put into their plastic, they shrink wrap. So a hot water type dip. This is basically the Featherman setup. And we have a French drain, both on the inside and the outside, all concrete. And then basically it just drains out there. And it goes down to about 4 feet down there. So when I talked to the county about can I put it in my septic, he recommended we do the French drain. This is the Bible. This is why I got 100% on my test score. This is documents, my licenses, my WSDA info, my water info because I have to have my water tested because I'm on a well. All this stuff you get from these guys. Huge, huge resources. Trust me, we couldn't have done it without them. Yeah. And then the other thing you have to have is an approved bathroom for employees if you had them. We're pretty proud of it, so yeah, we'll be showing it off.